Hello again, this is my model railway news update. Today is Tuesday the 2nd of September 2025. So I've been away on a holiday for a bit and a lot's gone on in the model railway world, so this will be a bit of a catch up. Let's get Accurascale out of the way first, and it's all about the diesels really. Accurascale is continuing its annual charity initiative through model trains this year, supporting Teenage Cancer Trust with a special edition Class 60. This follows on from past fundraising models for causes like Prostate Cancer UK and Martin House Children's Hospice. In 2026, the charity model is the turn of the Class 60 locomotive and it's number 074 in Teenage Cancer Trust DB Schenker livery. The real 60074, built in 1991 and refurbished in 2012, was famously named Teenage Spirit, and the model, part of the second production run, will be available in either DC or DCC sound-fitted versions with special packaging and certificates. They hope to raise at least $10,000 for charity, which provides specialist care for young people with cancer. Pre-orders are now open and good luck to them on this model. There's another new livery for the Class 60 and it's this EWS so-called Ghost livery with an undercoated version of 60022. This is a rare undercoat livery, replicating its Prima Great appearance before EWS finalised their design on this locomotive. It entered service in December 1990 for train load metals, and then later 022 was outshopped in 1996 in an unfinished state, making it one of the few so-called ghost locomotives of the fleet. It remained in this distinctive Primer Grey livery for about 14 months before receiving full EWS branding. The model is expected in Q4 2026 and you can pre-order now from the Accurascale website. And yet another livery option on the 60 is this, the DC Rail Freight Blue and Grey. This one's special though because Accurascale helped design a real livery for Class 60 locomotive number 099. Originally entering service in 1992, it was working stone trains but later received a Tata Steel livery before being stored in 2015. In 2024 it got overhauled and Accurascale designed its livery to highlight the locomotive's historic overhaul, and they got exclusive rights to produce this livery on a model. It's another one due in Q4 2026 with pre-orders being taken now. On to Piko, who gave us the usual monthly update in the form of a PDF. Loads of items hitting the shops for HO scale now, and most of this I've already talked about. Also here are some new American outline G scale models and a selection of N scale, as well as a page of TT scale too. Nothing amazing here I thought, but I'll highlight some of the more interesting things that I've not already talked about on a future news video. So more on Piko coming soon. Electrotren, one of the Hornby sub-brands, gave us two new Renfrew type MMC3 container wagons. The first is an Era 4 option with Renfrew container and the other Era 5 with a refrigerated container in Transport Combinado livery. I don't believe any of this is anything other than new livery options, and they're priced at an RRP of just under £63 each, which I think is a little pricey. Ellis Clark Trains are moving on with their bespoke ready-to-run models with what's likely to be a wonderful little rendition, which I'm sure will be very popular. I, like many other people I'm sure, remember making the little Airfix kit of the Pug steam locomotive back in the day. Now though it's getting the full Clark Railworks treatment and is coming in both 00 scale as well as O scale. The original L and YR Class 21 locomotive was built between 1891 and 1910 for shunting in yards with tight curves, and it saw industrial and dockyard use, with a few surviving into preservation. These new models are coming with a die-cast construction, sprung buffers, a coreless motor and detailed cab, tank and buffer work. 00 gauge versions support EM/P4 conversion and Plux 12 DCC socket with optional sound including stay alive capacitors, firebox glow and a speaker. And O gauge models include working inside motion, ashpan glow, removable cab roofs, and they have Plux 22 DCC sockets and of course optional sound with twin speakers. 11 liveries will be offered per scale, covering LYR, LMS, BR and private owners. They are due to arrive in the summer 2026 for the O gauge versions and a little later in 2026 or early 2027 for the 00 scale, so plenty of time to wait. But looks awesome so far. Let's move on to Rapido now, and they are back with their teeny tiny vans. Well, brake vans. With this. These are the first prototype samples of its new 00 gauge LNWR Diagram 17B brake vans, known as Crystal Palace vans. Built between 1917 to 1924, nearly 540 were made for general purpose 20-ton brake duties, and they gained their nickname for their numerous windows. The models will include 14 versions reflecting design changes over time, with detailed interiors and externally fitted components such as chimneys, lamp irons, brake gear and running boards. Liveries will cover LNWR, LMS, BR, departmental and private owners. Priced at $46.95 each, release is expected in 2026. They're also doing a new batch of their 00 gauge 1907 Railway Clearinghouse RCH 7-plank open wagons with 18 different models to choose from. This is the 4th series of 7-plank open wagons and are including 9-foot wheelbase underframes, side and end doors, brass bearings and split-spoke metal wheels for improved running. This batch will also reflect variations in details such as ribbed or smooth tapered buffers, straight or bent V-hangers, single or double-sided brakes and square, rounded or Ellis-style axle boxes. New liveries will be available too, of course. Delivery date isn't set yet, so check their website for updates or subscribe to this channel for regular news and model railway reviews. Tillig announced their autumn specials for this year, and we'll start off with the HO scale and this, the BR 92.64 of the DR. A lovely looking tank engine. I believe this is just a new number on this model though, but it does come with sound and NEM 662 for under €400 for the digital only model. We also got 2 new coach packs, 2 twin packs of bogie fridge vans, they're very similar, and 2 other wagons as well. All of these with new liveries really, so nothing earth-shattering here. But we're also getting this too, a BMP-1 from the Czechoslovak army. That's an odd addition, I suppose. Anyway, for TT scale there's a lot more coming up, including new liveries on the ever-popular Ludmiller, as well as the BR155. We also got teased with this photograph of a BR03.0 of the DR, implying perhaps a brand new model coming soon. I'll update when I get more information on this. For coaches, it's an additional twin pack of Flixtrain coaches to extend the range with previously released ones, 3 new CSD coaches, well, different running numbers really, and some new DB coaching stock and a post wagon, just 1 DR coach, again just a new running number, and 2 new numbers on their Hungarian MAV coaches. And then we're on to wagons. Nothing brand new here I don't think, but certainly decent rolling stock on offer. I did like these 2 though, the low loader bogie wagon either in DR type SST 66 or the DB type UAAIK 761, quite a mouthful, and that's the one with the metal frame load. Just shy of €100 each though, so not cheap. Also 2 new little trucks in TT scale too. Herpa released a whole ton of new model vehicles in HO scale. Here I'm showing the range on the Gagemaster website, who are one of the UK retailers of this range. I'm not paid to promote them here, I wish I was, but I am showing their website, but remember to shop around. Anyway, as you can see, there's absolutely loads on offer here. They really do release a lot every month, and this is no exception. Highlights for me are the little Simca Rally 2 in this green colour with the graphics. Looks so cute. And this, the VW T3 police bus, now as a mini kit. Great value for money here at just £8.75. If that wasn't enough vehicles for you, Wiking also released some new options. In N scale, there's this 3-pack of popular cars from the 1980s, and in HO scale, this range of new models. Not as much as Herpa, of course. I do like this Beetle. It's probably the best colour option after the Herbie livery, and all these vehicles from Wiking are kind of priced similar to Herpa. Some Marklin news, they have released these 2 twin packs of coaches as limited edition to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Hans-Peter Porsche Dream Factory. Nice looking models, but I'm failing to see why these have anything to do with the museum shop, apart from continuing the range of Marklin and Porsche factory limited items. They've also been doing a lot to promote their new AC/DC theme models, and of course now there's these 2 t-shirt designs available at €34.99 each. Really not sure about these, but who would have thought Marklin would be selling AC/DC t-shirts? Anyway, that's the video folks, thanks for watching. I'm sure there'll be more coming soon, so subscribe to keep yourself up to date, and I'll see you on the next one.
So model train, model works, choo choo, model train, tiny train,